Don't limit Christ in your life. Day 48 reflections. As we move ahead with experiencing the miracle life of Jesus in and through us, another major question is how big possible could be in you? Possible means what? Answer is with his power and virtue in us, our possibilities are unlimited. Mark 16:20, they went forth, preached everywhere, the Lord working with them, confirming the word with signs following. They saw Jesus' example. Now Jesus had been crucified. Jesus was history, but they followed his example and set out to experience what he had experienced. The disciples wanted their experience to be what his history was. In Acts 3rd chapter, the first 6 verses, at the gate called Beautiful, Peter and John saw their opportunity. Jesus said, we can do it. Let's do it. The miracle set the town in an uproar. If you go to the next chapter, Acts 4th chapter, verses 13 to 16, the Sanhedrin acknowledged them that they had been with Jesus. And beholding the man who was healed standing with them, they could say nothing against it. For indeed, a notable miracle has been done by them, and we cannot deny it. That's what they said. And next chapter in Acts 5, many signs and wonders followed. Look at these disciples. They were serious. After imprisonment, an angel let them out, and they went right back to preaching. Acts 5:12 says, by the hands of the apostles were many signs and wonders wrought among the people. And verses 14 to 16, believers were the more added, sick folk were laid on the street. A multitude came out of the surrounding cities to Jerusalem, bringing the sick and those vexed with unclean spirits, and they were healed. Everyone was healed. So the disciples were doing what Jesus had done. If you match that with Mark 6:56, people touched the border of Jesus' garment and they were made whole. Now the disciples were carrying on in Acts what he began in Mark 6. Don't limit Jesus. He is as big as you let him be. Don't wait for God to do his signs and wonders. Go back. Go back, and it will happen. Believe what you preach. It will be that way with you. Jesus bore our diseases. When we tell people, the gospel power brings Jesus' reality into their lives. The truth sets people free. The preaching of the cross is the power of God. God shows himself when he is believed on. If we pray for someone and healing is not manifested, don't stop in self-pity. Keep preaching. Rejoice in everyone who believes. Know that the truth dislodges Satan's disease power. Everyone who truly believes the gospel and walks in that faith gets well. You and I, we may not hear about it. We may be gone, but God is working. Be faithful. Maybe months, years later, people will say, you prayed, brother, sister, nothing happened then, but I knew I was healed and I have been well ever since. Believe in what you have. You are somebody. You came from God. The devil knows it. When you find it out, devil will leave you alone. When Satan comes, he meets Jesus in you. And he won't be able to tackle that because Jesus destroyed his power. The history and the experience of the disciples said the same thing. They laid the sick on the streets. They came from every city. The people were healed. Everyone was healed. Don't limit Christ in your life. The disciples had seen him. He was history. But now their own experience now matched his history, the history of Jesus. When those two things collide, when history of Jesus and your experience collide, that is the highest degree of reality. Amen.